Hey traders, how are you? Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Hey, this is Saturday, April 26, 2025. Putting together a little video here for next week, okay? Before we get started, I want to remind everybody that we have an open house coming on April 28th here. April 28th, that's next Tuesday. And then the next open houses for Hit and Run Candlesticks will be May 27th and June 24th. Registration is required. Those that register, non-members, will receive a 2-day free pass. So you'll get 3 days in the Hit and Run Candlesticks trading room if you'd like to check it out. If you've been there before and would like to hang out for 3 days, we'd love to have you, okay? So make sure you register. You can find the registration link below in the YouTube chat area, text area. You can also find it on our social media pages such as Facebook and X. All right, let's take a look at this market. Okay, so are the bulls back in town? Well, they just might be. They broke their trend. Here, let me get my drawing tools out. Should have had them already. So here we have a trend right here. And bango, we broke out of that. And so that puts, based on a bullish trend break, that would put the market into a bullish spin right now. So that's what I'm going to be looking at until it's not there anymore. You see this big green bar right here? This represents the 50% retracement from the highs up here. Actually, I don't know why that disappeared, but it did. There it is. So this is the 50% retracement from the February highs down here to April 7th lows, and we surpassed that. We got into it yesterday. We had this painted red until we closed over it, and then I painted it green to show the bullishness here. So targets to the upside I'm looking at is 262, which we've also got the 50 period moving average there, and then we'll see if we can push higher. So far we have a pretty nice, let me get my arrow again, there we are. We rally up for a high, then come back for a higher low. Now we're putting in that higher high. So by technical standards, we are back in the bullish game now. Now, truthfully, I think we would like to be over that 50 period moving average, so we'll certainly be watching for that, for some follow through. If we take a look at the Qs, we haven't turned this green yet because we haven't closed over it quite yet. We have, on the other hand, closed over our bearish trend line right here, making that a bullish trend break. We just haven't come through that 50% retracement, and that's something that I would like. Now, there would be nothing for say Monday the market opens all bullish and up a little bit, we pop up, and it would not be uncommon to pull back a little bit even below that line right there. It wouldn't be uncommon at all. What we need to see are the bulls to step in and then drive us back up over the next several days. We need to get a close over this 50% retracement. But to think that we're just going to continue that move without any kind of pullbacks, well, I think that'd be pretty naive of traders. So watch for the pullback, watch for the timing for entries. Okay, watch for that timing. What do I have? Oh, let's go look at IYT real quick. IYT. IYT is just not giving us it too much to get too overly excited about. It needs to break out a little bit. Let me put this up here. I'm gonna go to this one. And you can see we're not even up to that 50% retracement. So we need to get up there, which that's a trade. I mean, we start to break out, that's a trade up there. A breakdown, that's not going to be great. Nobody, if you're a bull, you don't want to see that. But we have SMH that might be saving our bacon here. And SMH has broken out of its downtrend line, and it even tested that 50% retracement here Friday yesterday. So it may take a day or two to get through there, but that's what I'm looking for now, because we have crossed over that downtrend line. So watch for a breakout there. May not happen Monday, might not happen Tuesday. Oh yeah, wow. Big lineup for earnings next week, huh? Let's not forget about that, okay? The earnings right here. Let me put a little mark around that. Massive lineup for earnings next week. So that could be a game changer, both one way or another in the market. So we'll have to watch that. Of course, the market is always under that wall of worry that there'll be some kind of political issue. It seems like that's the format, and so we've always got to watch for some political issues coming out. So SMH is looking pretty good. We still need to get over that 50% retracement there. T2123. Hey, T2123 went bullish. For those that don't know, T2123 is a indicator on that TC2000 has, and I think it's personally the best indicator out there. It's wonderful when you learn how to use it, and it's not that it's hard to use. It's when you learn how to obey it. That's what makes it so good. And it went bullish here. Let me put it right up here, T2123, and I only really look at the hourly chart, and you can see how bearish we've been, just bear, and then we went flat for what seemed like forever, and now bang, we just popped to the upside here. Now, we're not out of the woods yet. I think we need to be above that yellow line right there. But once we get through that yellow line, then we can run up here and test that 50% retracement. Above the yellow line could really make the bulls have some fun. It really could. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. I'll send out a note if we break through that area right there. So T2123 is looking bullish now. Let's take a look at some charts here. Let's start with Tesla, okay? So we bought some Tesla Thursday, okay? I came in here and I bought 10 contracts on Thursday, and then with the move up Friday, I closed that out. That was a very, very handsome gain. And I closed half. I didn't close all 10, I just closed half to protect that money, just in case it was to find some bad times. So we'll see what happens to this. I'm still looking for it to move up into that we'll call it 314 area, and then up here to the 350, 351 area. This is the 50% retracement that I'm looking at. We've got a pretty good bottom built in here, building in here. You can see we've got a bottom here, gave us a double bottom. Then we went to a low, high, higher low, morning star signal, and then we started to break out of the construction area. From here to here is the construction area where we build a bottom, and now we're looking for that breakout, which we ended up breaking out Friday and held. So we'll watch for the next move up. Now, when I say the next move up, it doesn't mean that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's not what that means. What I mean is, charts, no matter what, have these moments of pausing. I mean, if we take this big candle right here, all this was pausing, and then it went back up. If we look at this right through here, bullish, and then pausing, resting, chopping around, traders taking profit, traders buying into it, things like that. And that happens in any chart you're in. So we're set up now to move higher, But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little selling, a little profit taking before we swing to the upside. Anyway, that's what I'm looking at. So I'm still holding a little bit in the larger account with Tesla. I'm also still holding in the smaller account my TSLL, and that's working out pretty good so far. Had a nice day yesterday, so looking good there. Let's look at Marvel. Marvel, I think, is setting up real nice. I think it's setting up nice enough that I bought some Friday. So here we are with a nice little double bottom right in here. We popped up, and then again, you can see how, up we go, and then we pull back and do some testing in here, and now we're coming back up. That's very common to have a pullback when you have a big move up. And so big pop, let it come down, and then here we go up again. And again, we picked up some up Friday. What I'll be looking for is this to break. This is all construction area right here. That's all construction. Constructing the bottom. So what I'll be looking for is for it to break out of that bottom, and then we've got the 50-period moving average right here. More than likely, you're going to see a little bit of this, okay? Let it do this. What I'm going to do, my trade plan on it, is work with it, as long as it doesn't give me a great big sell signal, and then we'll see if it can't pop up to that 50% retracement. I also may buy and sell in here as it starts moving up to protect profits and have it set up again to our typical buy pattern, which is a nice little pullback to the 3.8 trap or below the highest high in the past 5 days, something like that. Here's another chart that I kind of like, INQ. I kind of like what this is doing, and you can see the construction area down here. And now that we've broken out, I'll be looking for that 50% mark to be challenged. Now, I'm not worried about any targets up here, because like on this chart, you don't have anything till you get above the 50%. So there's no reason to even talking about them. So here we tagged one target Friday, and now we'll look for the next level up here around that 50% mark. May need to walk around, dance around for a couple days before it starts moving up. Bitcoin has been on a tear. This right here was red until we closed over it, and now it's green. So here we are over that 50% retracement. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some sort of a test back to that. It may not be Monday or Tuesday, maybe later in the week. And then with a successful test, we can see if this thing will move right up to that 57 area. Again, you're going to see some profit taking. And whoops, went too far there. And then up to the 59 area. Let's see. Oh, EAT. EAT came up on our 2 beers and a bull scan right here. And here, we popped up and right here. There we go. We came up and put a high in close to our it was a red bar up here, red bar, and then still a red bar. And then even in here was a red bar. I don't know. I guess it did close over that. But officially now, here we are up, and see we're testing, and then we closed over that bar Friday. So that turns that green bullish. So now we'll be looking for targets above up here on EAT. What else do I have? Nvidia. Try that again. Let's look at Nvidia. So Nvidia, we are out of the construction zone right now. Here, big candle, we broke out. We came back in it for a test, which, that's not surprising. I mean, maybe it could have stopped right in here. But, a big move like that, you got to know it's going to come back and test somewhere. So it came all the way back into the construction zone, and now here it popped out of that construction zone. We've got a island reversal here with this candle pattern. We're up over the T line, and it looks like we're headed to the 50% retracement. 50-period moving average is right below that, so we need to clear that clearly, okay? So Here's the spiders up here and these check marks. I've got a code in here that reads, price closing over our T line. T line is the black line. That's the 8 exponential moving average. And we've got all of our spiders closing over the T line. Wow, go Bulls go. So bar any problems in the market, bar any crazy political news, anything like that, right now I'm looking at a bullish market, and let's see if they can hold it together. Keep in mind earnings could be a game stopper. If the earnings turn out to be a little poor, or forecasting a little poor, it could drop this market down. So we've got a lot of things we need to work through yet, but right now it does look like the bulls are setting up. Please remember to register for our open house. Come April 28th is our first one coming, well, our next one coming up, and that's just around the corner, Tuesday. And then I have another one May 27th and another one May 24th. So register for those open houses. We'll see you in the room. For those that register, you will get a 2-day free pass to the Hit Run Candlestick Trading Room. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our X, to our Facebook. Would appreciate that. It's very helpful. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys all Monday morning in the trading room, okay? Take care. Thanks.